Resignation. Disclaimer: this training material is for use in training of officials. It should not be referred as guideline of government. In case of any variance in this training material, the government guidelines, rules, laws shall prevail. What is a resignation? Resignation is an intimation in writing sent to the competent authority by the incumbent of a post of his intention, of his proposal to resign the office or post, either immediately or from a future specified date. A resignation has to be clear and unconditional. Circumstances under which resignation should be accepted. It is not in the interest of government to retain an unwilling government servant in service. Therefore, resignation should be accepted. Circumstances under which resignation should not be accepted. Where the government servant concerned is engaged on work of importance and it would take time to make alternative arrangements for filling the post, the resignation should not be accepted straightforward, but only when alternative arrangements for filling the post have been made. Where a government servant is under suspension. Normally, as government servants are placed under suspension only in cases of grave delinquency, it would not be correct to accept a resignation from a government servant under suspension. Exceptions: where the alleged offences do not involve moral turpitude, or where the quantum of evidence against the accused is not strong enough to justify his removal or dismissal from the service. In those cases where acceptance of resignation is considered necessary in the public interest, the resignation may be accepted with the prior approval of head of the department in case of Group C and D employees, and that of minister in charge in case of Group A and Group B employees. Concurrence of the Central Vigilance Commission or Lokaayuk, as the case may be, and it may differ from state to state, should be obtained from submission of the case to the minister in charge or CAG. If the Central Vigilance Commission had advised initiation of a departmental action against the government servant concerned, or such action has been initiated on the advice of the Central Vigilance Commission or Lokaayuk, as the case may be. Effectiveness of resignation. A resignation becomes effective when it is accepted and a government servant is relieved of his duties. Withdrawal of resignation. If a government servant who had submitted a resignation sends an intimation in writing to the appointing authority, withdrawing his earlier letter of resignation before its acceptance by the appointing authority, the resignation will be deemed to have been automatically withdrawn, and now there is no question of accepting the resignation. In case, however, the resignation had been accepted by the appointing authority and the government servant is to be relieved from a future date, if any request for withdrawing the resignation is made by the government servant before he is actually relieved of his duties, the normal principle should be to allow the request of the government servant to withdraw the resignation. If, however, the request for withdrawal is to be refused, the grounds for the rejection of the request should be duly recorded by the appointing authority and suitably intimated to the government servant concerned. Procedure for withdrawal of resignation. The procedure for withdrawal of resignation after it has become effective and the government servant has relinquished the charge of his earlier post are governed by the following statutory provisions in Subrule 426 of Rule 26 of Central Civil Services Pension Rules 1972, which corresponds to Article 418B of the Civil Service Regulations. The appointing authority may permit a person to withdraw his resignation in the public interest on the following conditions, namely, that the resignation was tendered by the government servant for some compelling reason which did not involve any reflection on his integrity, efficiency, or conduct, and the request of a material change in the circumstances which originally compelled him to tender the resignation. That during the period intervening between the date on which the resignation became effective and the date from which the request for withdrawal was made, the conduct of the person concerned was in no way improper. That the period of absence from duty between the date on which the resignation became effective and the date on which the person is allowed to resume duty as a result of permission to withdraw the resignation is not more than 90 days. Resignation by temporary government servant. Since a temporary government servant can sever his connection from government service by giving a notice of termination of service under Rule 5.1 of the Central Civil Services Temporary Service Rules 1965, the instructions contained in this video relating to acceptance of the resignation will not be applicable in cases where a notice of termination of service has been given by a temporary government servant. If, however, a temporary government servant submits a letter of resignation in which it does not even mention that it may be treated as a notice of termination of service, he can relinquish the charge of the post held by him only after the resignation is duly accepted by the appointing authority and he is relieved of his duties, and not after the expiry of the notice period laid down in the temporary service rules. In this video, we have learned about resignation. If you have any doubt or want any clarification, then you can contact through the mail as shown on the screen. For other videos on rules and regulations, you can visit the web address as shown. Thank you.